Hello, welcome back again to my channel. If this is the first time that you're joining or you're seeing my face, welcome to the family, guys. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about like why I'm still in China, why I don't think I'm leaving China anytime soon. Hopefully, I hope to discuss more about CSC also, and also talk about Ormah Travels growth. I have some of our essentials here, so I'm going to be talking about it also. So, but first, let me just talk about um a lot of people used to ask me, "Oh my, you're still in China? Like, why? Why China?" And I think that this is a great video to even talk about it. The first thing I want you to know is how China has actually really changed my life academically, professionally, and also personally. Let me tell you guys a story about myself. I used to be someone, I won't say I was not smart because I came here with scholarship, right? But I think that there was just a time in my life where I used to doubt myself, where I used to, because I was studying electrical electronics and it was really difficult. Those of you that are doing engineering, you will know that it's not easy. And I just remember like those times when I used to study, it used to be so difficult for me that I used to doubt myself a lot. So I think the moment I got a scholarship and I came here, the first thing I noticed that it did to me was that it improved my confidence in myself. I mean, if there was a part of me that didn't think I was that, I was able to come here, just gave me that boost in confidence. And also, thank God for the kind of teachers that we have in China. They're actually really good teachers, to be honest. They are great teachers. Then, when you're in this kind of atmosphere with the Chinese people, Chinese people are very, very like reserved. Um, so I think I like that kind of personality. You know, they are the kind of people that when you're just around, you just want to work hard, just want to do well. Nobody's telling you you need to work hard. But when you're just surrounded with these people, you find yourself wanting to do well, you find yourself wanting to work hard. And I think that that is the position I found myself in. I'm talking about like professionally. You guys know that when I came here, it's not like I didn't have a job experience back in Nigeria. I did have 1 year job experience. But when I came here, I mean, God just helped me to meet people or to get a job. Like, I think I had like to work in 2 places. And also, when I came to the school, I also got a job. So it's actually helped me to improve my professional skills, just helped me to improve my working ability, which I am so grateful to God for. I mean, I don't know if I'll continue working, but at the end of the day, I'm just grateful for the experience that I have gotten. And I'm so grateful for how far that God has brought me here. Last night, I was listening to um, the book of Esther. So I actually try my best to read my Bible. So I'm in Zechariah and Esther, and I try my best to finish both chapters. And oh my God, I learned so much from the book of Esther. Not only just that Esther is one of the most important book to me as a woman, because they're just two books of the Bible that are named after a woman, and we have Esther and Ruth. So for me, I think I'm going to have to listen to Esther again. But the points I want to draw from the book of Esther, for those of you guys that probably are not Christians, um, so Esther was someone who came from a poor, I won't say poor because the Bible did not really tell us whether she come from a poor background, but the Bible tells us that at least she was an orphan and she had to stay with her niece or nephew, and anything that the the man would tell her to do, she would do. She went for this competition to win the king's heart to become a wife to the king, and luckily for her, she was selected among numerous women, which is another like testimony on its own. But that's not really the point I want to like talk about. The point that really caught my attention was just the fact that Esther was in this foreign land. I mean, as a Jew at that time, we're in a to her, she thought that okay, being there or getting married to the king was just her purpose. But she was actually there to save people, to help people. And I remember like when she was telling her uncle, she was telling him like, ah, I might die if I go to see the king to tell him what you're telling me to tell him. And he told her that you don't know that maybe God sent you to this place for such a time as this to save the people. Because if Esther was not the queen, if Esther had not gone to talk to the king, maybe her people would have died. And so she would have died too. So she went to talk to the king, and then the king stopped that. Which, it just touched my heart that coming to China, I might just look at it, oh, I'm just coming to China to find opportunity for myself, to make money, to find whatever I need to find for my family. But I think that China, coming to China is way, way bigger than me. Do you understand? Because if God bless you and then now you're a blessing to a lot of people, that is actually good, right? So I mean, I just know that okay, yes, I just have this my platform, which is YouTube, and some other platforms where I post and talk about so many things. And I've also helped some people, even business wise, which I'm not even going to talk about. Maybe just teaching people how to start business in China, how to buy things from China. And it just made me understand that coming to China is way bigger than me. I remember when there was a whole rumor that, oh, there's COVID in China, blah, blah, blah. And we, the internationals, we didn't see that happening. So we had a platform, we had a voice to say, these things are not happening here. So now, because the Chinese people, they don't use all these apps, they don't use YouTube, Instagram, all these apps, they don't use them. We are the ones who use this app. So we are the ones that can tell you this is what is actually happening in China, this is actually what is happening in China. But a lot of people, they always like to spread bad negativity about China. They always like to say things that are not true about China. And I'm not gonna say that China is perfect, but I mean, I feel like everything that is being said is exaggerated. And I also feel like every country have their good and their bad, and it's just for you to choose, right? So, because even I was doing my research about this country, Scotland. Is it Scotland? I don't know if I'm correct, but I realized that a lot of people were coming online and were lying that, oh, you can easily get jobs. This. But then another person actually was saying the truth that no, some people are not allowed to work. And even if you're allowed to work, you need to have so permit, you need to have so thing. So what I'm trying to say is that in every country, they have their rules and they have their regulation. So when I read that book of Esther, it made me understand the importance of being in a place. You should not just be just it's maybe God has sent you there for a reason. And you may think that that reason that God has sent you is not so important. Like me, I definitely did not think that YouTube was that important for me, that a lot of people are interested in anything I had to say. But I just started. And somehow I have seen how it has really, really helped a lot of people. So many people that have been watching my videos have gotten admission. Some people who have gotten paid from YouTube, yes, to apply for admissions for people. So it has really changed my life, just being in China, just talking about China and everything. So sometimes I know when people say, oh my, what are you doing in this country? In my mind, I'm like, you have no idea. You have absolutely no idea. So I can always understand. I'm talking about the professional aspects whereby I get the experience to work. I mean, even though some people will say, oh, this teaching job you're doing, oh my, it's not paying you so well. I know it's not paying me so well, but the experience is so good. The fact that I've been able to work, I've been able to go to schools, this is something I never ever imagined in my life that will ever happen to me. And the one thing that I'm so grateful for that I normally do every day since this year started is just to be putting myself in a place of gratitude. It's so easy for us to actually start looking at what we don't have, and for us to start complaining about life problems, that sometimes you just need to take a pause and actually like look at some of the things that you already have and some of the things that God is already doing for you, and just be grateful for that. And I think another thing that used to confuse a lot of us is that we like to compare ourselves with others, and that is very very bad, because you are unique, and there's a reason why you are where you are, and there's a reason why God wants you to like just be in that position for the moment. And sometimes it may look like nothing is even happening to you. That's what you would think, that nothing is happening. But if I'm going to be talking from my experience, I'll tell you that those times that it looks like nothing is actually happening in my life, that's even the time that God used to work on me the most. And that's why since I've been in China, I've been in a very very peaceful moment, even if sometimes I do face my own battle. But I think I remember when I was doing my NYSC, and I was in that moment where wait, well, as if nothing was really happening. I mean, after my NYSC, I tried working in the bank. I remember I resigned, and I just remember that that was even when God was really working on me the most. Because that was even during my NYSC, was even when I started a YouTube channel. That's when I posted my very first YouTube video. If you guys check my very first video, you will realize that I was actually even putting on my NYSC clothes. At that time, I was going through life. I know you will not even see it from the videos, but I realized like when I go back and I think about everything that happened during that period, when I was like, "Ah, nothing is happening." I remember those times my mom would even be telling me, you need to go and get a job, you need to do now. I just look back and I realized that, oh my God, I was actually working. God was actually working in me, but I did not know that, like, it looked like nothing was happening. But I was doing so many things. Just like now, I'm reading my Bible. I told you guys I'm in Esther, aside from Genesis, and I'm in Esther. Though I've this will be the second time I'm reading my Bible, and there's so many things I have learned. Do you understand? So sometimes you be like, but nothing's happening. Nothing's happening in my life. But to be honest, that point you think that nothing's happening, that's even when God is shaping you. Because when the things that God wants you to have, when you get to that position, you won't even have time to be prepared for that position. So some of you now, the things that you're praying to God for, maybe you're not even ready to have them. Maybe that God needs you to be prepared, and now is just the time for you to start preparing yourself for where you want to go to in life, for the things that you are like aspiring to be like, for the things that you're aspiring to have. Maybe now is the time for you to actually start preparing yourself to get there. This is January. It's not even how you start. A lot of us, when we start January, we think that, oh yeah, January, that's like, no, it's how you end. Do you understand? So this January, you're supposed to be fasting, you're supposed to be praying, you're supposed to be planning, setting your goals. I mean, you're supposed to be looking ahead every month. You should just be like how you want all your months for 2025 to be. And you should not dream small. The reason why I tell people try to dream big is because maybe now you may not actually achieve that big dream, right? But at least you will get somewhere. That when you now like, oh, I didn't achieve what I want. But the things that you achieve is huge. Do you understand? So it's always good to set like great goals, set big dreams, and work hard towards getting that thing. Because let me tell you something, there's nothing like impossibility, okay? God can actually ensure that everything that you're asking Him for, He can actually bring them to pass. Because I remember I was just reading the book of Esther, and one of the things I was thinking about, because the husband she got married to, he was ruling over 100 provinces, and I just kept thinking to myself, like, oh my God, like including India, including Ethiopia. These are like countries that even now we look at India, it has almost the largest population right now in the world. And this was actually the man she got married to. I'm sure in her mind she never really thought that, oh, I'm destined for greatness or something like that. That's the same thing a lot of us. We like to limit ourselves based on the things that are happening to us, based on the things that happen to our lives, and also based on the things that people have told us. But let me tell you something. It does not matter what people tell you. God or even like to use those people that are looked down on like they are nothing. God like to use them so that when you are growing and when you are great, nobody will come and take the glory from you. You will not be able to take the glory because you know what you can do, and you know that the only reason that you achieve what you achieve was because of the help of God. So now, before I start preaching, anyways, the next thing we're talking about is actually the affordability in China. Let me tell you one secret that you don't know, that maybe many people don't talk about. China is one of the best country that you can live in, and you're not gonna kill yourself. I'm talking about bills, talking about rent, talking about all these things that a lot of people complain in other countries. In China, you do not think so much about it. I'm not saying that me, I'll not one day travel abroad to other countries and see how other countries are doing. But I know that in my heart, I've always missed China because of the fact that I have had not to kill myself over rent. Because I know that I had back in my country, I had even gotten it at the time. I got a rent of my own, so I know what it is to literally be paying your own rent, having to take care of yourself and all those things. I did that for my NYSC. So when I come to a new country where you don't even have anybody, do you know what it means that you don't have your family here? You don't really have anybody, and you're not really paying so much rent. And even if you say, okay, to feed myself, to buy food stuff, to take care of myself, you're not spending so much. I generally think that this is really, really good, that a lot of people take for granted, especially people who are applying for CSC scholarship. This is actually something that you can look into. For those of you guys that want me to actually, because we're actually organizing like a course where we'll be teaching CSC students how to actually get CSC scholarship, you can actually check description down below for my email, and then you can reach out to me where we can be able to train you, teach you how to apply for the CSC scholarship yourself. If you say, okay, Omar, I don't have the money to pay for CSC scholarship application or any university application, you can always reach out and then we'll just coach you. Do you understand? Also talking about like the cultural experience, that as in China has one of the most beautiful love for culture, not even just for their own culture, but even for people's culture. Do you understand? Even today, when I went out, I mean, my teacher was like talking about China's culture, some of their beliefs. I mean, I learned so many new things that it just made me realize that, oh my God, these people, like sometimes we'll be asking ourselves, like, why are they doing what they are doing? They are not like, they don't live their lives like the way the world live their lives. Do you understand? And that's another thing I'm also teaching myself, how to be strong with my own values, and also how to be strong with the things that I love and the things I believe in. Just because people don't believe in them does not make it stupid or does not make my beliefs stupid. I think that's another thing I'm learning from China. And also the fact, the ideology of being independent. A lot of you guys are not independent. You don't have a mindset of starting your own business, of being an entrepreneur. See, let me tell you, no matter how much I make, I will still own my own business. Why should I be so proud to work for another person or to work for another company? I mean, like, okay, after I reach 60 and then I retire, then what? I should be able to own my own business. I should be able to own my own thing, that even after retirement, I would say, yes, I have my house, I have my land, I have my multiple businesses. This is a mindset that I think that every youth should start having. Even if you don't have money, still have this kind of mindset so that you will not see business as something that is stupid. I remember like one of my friends, she tells me that, oh, she's working in the US. And I was just telling her that, why don't you also have like your own side business? She said, me, I don't want side business, so I want to work here. That's why I'm doing nothing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this girl, she studied business. She studied accounting in school. And she doesn't even have a mindset of owning her own business. To be honest, I think it's because of my experience. Because right from when I was in school, I used to read a lot of books about rich dad, poor dad. I used to read a lot of books about wealth and money, and And also, I used to read a lot of novels. So I think because I read a lot of books and in kind of mentors that I always listen to, it just made me have the mindset of always having my own business. If you guys notice on social media, I'm always selling something. I'm always buying something and selling. If whether it works, whether it does not work, that's not my business. I'll keep trying and trying. Do you understand? I never thought CSC was ever gonna work. I never thought CSC was ever gonna work. But why? You keep trying and trying all the businesses, and then one might boom, and that's it. So I think that everybody needs to have like this entrepreneurial mindset, which even brings me to some of the essentials, Ormah Travel Essentials that I want you guys to patronize from me, okay? So what do I mean by essentials? That is talking about like those of you that like to travel, right? And you're just thinking to yourself that some of the gadgets or some of the things, because we're dealing with gadgets, mostly gadgets. So some of the things that you may need while you are traveling. So these are some of the things that will help you. Like this product that we just launched in Ormah Travels is actually like I don't know if you guys can see it. So this product is a power bank, okay? Why I decided to actually launch this, and those of you guys that actually patronize Ormah Travels, like with CSC application, definitely will want to get this for you. But why I decided to launch this is because of the fact that I remember when I was traveling in China, and oh my god, the power bank I used to use, let me show you guys. The power bank, this was the power bank I used. And every time I get to the airport or the train, they will stop me. They would take this power bank. And it was so frustrating. Even recently when I was traveling to Genjo, and I was using train within the province. I wasn't even going to another province. I was within the province. Still yet they stopped me. So that was the reason I decided that, you know what, I think that everybody needs to have a power bank that is very good when you're traveling in China or anywhere you're traveling to, so that nobody just be stopping you. This is a very portable, cute power bank. And the beautiful thing I love about this power bank is that you don't even need to like stress yourself. It has everything. Like, see, this is the iPhone, right? And then this one now, for those of you that use type C kind of phone, this one is good for you, or just this type, right? So now you don't need to stress wherever you're traveling. Nobody's going to be stopping you because this is not high, okay? So it's not high, so nobody's going to tell you that, oh, you can't travel with this. Another reason why I love this, it's so cute. You can always just carry like this if maybe you just want to hold it. So it's so easy. It's not heavy. Do you understand? Like this one, this power bank, and most of the power bank that we normally buy, so heavy. This one is not heavy and it's so cute. Like I literally just carried around. Just people probably think that is my purse until I turn the back and then you see this. Then you're like, oh, that's a power bank. But if you just see in the front, it looks like a purse. Do you understand? It doesn't even look like anything that is stressful. It comes in different colors. We have this color. We have the white, pink, and so many other colors. Just need to tell us, then get it for you. Also, another thing that actually like I feel like I really love when it comes to traveling is the fact that, okay, I won't say I love it, but someone like me, I normally forget to eat. When I want to travel like this, I forget to eat. And that's why I felt like having something like this, this is very, very good. Every time you forget to eat, it's so easy for you to actually get something like this, because then you can just easily buy like fruits. You can buy like apple, banana, any fruit of your choice. And all you need to do is blend it. Though you don't need to blend it anyway, you can eat it like that. But I don't know. Me, I just like to take it. I love drinks. I prefer drinks than food. So everything is just what I think based on my experience traveling, especially for someone like me that I don't even like traveling as much as possible. I definitely feel like if I'm going to be traveling, I want the best comforts. I want convenience. I don't want like stress. I don't want to go through any form of stress. So these are some of the things that I feel like very, very good. This is so cute and portable. you just charge it, and wherever you go, you can just easily like use it and blend. Do you understand? So that's the beautiful thing about it, and it comes in different colors, guys. So how cool is this? So cool. So, and then the final thing that I'm going to be showing you guys, which is so important, is the earpiece. This is an amazing headphone. It's an earbud that you can always use. So wherever you want to travel, like you guys know, obviously listening to music is something that is good, watching movie. So it's good for you to have some of this. I think that even me just having this, I don't even need to travel to use this. I use this even like just in my room, especially when I have neighbors that sometimes maybe they're busy with their playing songs. With the help of this, it helps me to just do what I need to do, and that's it. So guys, these are the products we're starting with. And also we have like bags. Yes, we have like bags, portable bags for ladies for traveling. Basically, anything that you need when it comes to traveling, we just get it for you, even down to foodstuffs. Those of you that probably want to travel from Nigeria to China, you don't want stress on having to buy all the foodstuffs, all the things that you need. This is something that actually Ormah Travels can help you with. So if you're interested in this, you can always contact me. Check the description, you see my email address. You can actually contact me and then we'll supply this product to you. So let's continue with the video. Another thing that I want to talk about is like future plans. I feel like my plan on completing my PhD, it just aligns with my long-term goal, and also it allows me to build myself and also build my business as a person. If someone say you want to ask me a question, okay, you're free to ask your questions. And if I'm not able to answer your question, please, you can always leave it down in the comment section after the video, and I'll always come back to answer them. So let's say now, if I wasn't in China, how would I have been able to start up a business of mine? How would I even have the funding? How would I have the money? So coming to China, it just helps you because I mean, if you come to China with scholarship, right, and they're paying every month, you have time to try different things. If it doesn't work, you're not sad. I've tried so many businesses and so many things, and I'm not sad because I'm using scholarship money to try all these things to see if it works. I've gotten to a point now that I'm more matured when it comes to just trying out things. I don't just throw my money into anything. I make sure it works. Before, when I started like trying out different businesses and entrepreneurship stuff, I would use money anyhow. But now I realize that, my dear, business takes time, so you cannot just put in money into anything. And it's not just me that brought up this concept. Thank God for good friends, people that give you good advice to help your life and tell you, oh, this is not the way, this is not the way. And that's what I feel like business do for you. When you come to China, you are meeting great-minded kind of people that are coming from different part of the world, and you can easily find your own people. So I mean, I would say the difficulty for me coming to China maybe that maybe I don't find a lot of my kind of people, just very very few people. Sometimes you don't even find your kind of person self. So it's just like I feel like God has helped me to bring the right people into my life that I'm super grateful to God for. If not for them, I don't think I would still be in this country. Maybe I would have said, no, no, I cannot stay, I will leave. So, people just being in your life is also very, very important because you're far away from home. You don't have your family. You don't have your family here, sorry. So, most times when you have the right people that help you, they give you good advice, not people that lead you to clubbing, living wayward kind of life. I just feel like everybody come from different family, but I don't think that kind of life can never work for me. So just having the right people in your life, that's also very, very important. And also talking about like CSC, let's talk more about CSC scholarship. I'm talking about myself and my business since. Um, so talking about CSC scholarship, right? I'm gonna talk about my experience, okay? why I applied for CSC scholarship, and also the challenges that I actually faced applying for CSC scholarship. The reason I applied for CSC scholarship is because of I was applying for type A, right? And I was applying through the Ministry of Education. I didn't know that there was even anything like CSC scholarship, to be honest. I just thought that what they had was just scholarship from Nigeria or something. But it was when I came to China that I realized, oh my God, there's something like CSC scholarship. And I did not even see a lot of Nigerians that knew about these things, let me not lie. But I saw other people from other countries. They knew about CSC scholarship, they knew about some of these things. And I realized that why are people not talking about this thing? Even if you check on YouTube now, talking about CSC, China scholarship, not a lot of people talk about China. Maybe what I see a lot of people do videos on is maybe black in China. Oh, a black girl went to do this in China, or a black guy. That's what I see a lot of people talk about, because of that is what is popular. But at the end of the day, I had to think to myself that I'm in China. I see videos that people who are in Canada are doing. So I was like, okay, you know what? I want to do those kind of videos for China. And I did not see anybody doing that. I didn't see anybody talk about China like it was this good place or this positive place. You know, the only thing people like to talk about were the bad things that they noticed in China. And I was like, this is not true. All these things that these people are talking about, that's not true. Because in China, all the students, in short, 90% of the students in China are on scholarship. 90% of the students in China, they get monthly stipends. And I'm telling you, the only thing that China work. And even most of these students, they still go and work behind the scene. Some of them work online. Do you understand? So for me, I was just like, nah, these people are not doing well. They're not helping other people back in Africa. So that's when I started talking about it. And I'm like, oh my God, the videos were doing so well. Though my videos on vlogging, just vlogging too, it's doing so well too. But I think talking about scholarship is more beneficial, because I mean this is what will change someone's life, right? So that's how I started talking about scholarship. But I think there are some of the challenges that comes when you're applying for CS is that it is now competitive. It's not as it used to be before. Let me tell you something that you guys didn't know. Before, CS was easy. It was so easy. Like a lot of people would apply for CS scholarship and they would get. And now it is looking like it's now competitive. It's looking like it's now hard to get like scholarship opportunities. I don't know why, but I think it's the whole economy situation. I think it's everywhere. It's not just in China. The economy is not as it used to be. Those of you in Nigeria complaining, it's not just in Nigeria. I think it's everywhere. So it's just for you to have a change of mindset, and there's always opportunity. Do you understand? All you need to do is pray. Let God open your eyes to some of the opportunities that are around you. If God open your eyes to some of the opportunities that are around you, you realize that, oh my God, I have been sleeping. So I feel that's one thing that you need to understand. Let me tell you what you don't know. Even when people are crying that, oh, there's poverty in the land, there are some people that are rejoicing. They are getting rich. They're getting money. It just means, it's just, you just need to change your mindset about life. Understand that life, there'll always be problems. Let me tell you, no matter even where you get in life, no matter what you have in life, there will always be problem. No matter the money you even get, it's like the higher your money, the higher your problems. I don't know how, I've read a book about this thing, and the person was saying that that's how life is. So you just need to prepare your mindset that there will always be problems. If you're a child of God, no matter how spiritual you are, the devil will still come for you. So if you're thinking that I'm praying, I'm fasting, I'm doing everything, everything will be fine. Yes, that's what we want. That's why we are praying and fasting. But then another reason, I feel like this is the Holy Spirit that told me this, that another reason why we are praying and fasting is to prepare yourself for the challenges that the devil will bring to you, so you can be able to fight, because you are powerful, you have the strength, you are stronger than any problems. So it's not for you to be scared. So I feel like a lot of people, they apply for CSC, they don't get, and then they give up when there are so many opportunities. You can even apply to other like scholarships. You can even say, okay, you know what, let me just come to the country, because sometimes the hard part is coming to a country. you can find a way to go to that country and find the opportunities that that country have. Or you can choose not to even, maybe it's not your destiny to even travel abroad. Do you understand? I never wanted to travel abroad. I know that that's the truth. I am a home girl. I love to be at home. I studied in Landmark University. It's Oyedepo school. And even just 1 week holiday to go home, I would always go home because I was the kind of person that love going home. I remember when I applied for my NYC and I was choosing a place that I was going to study. My mom, she was always complaining, every time you're coming home, every time you're coming home, because where I was doing my NYC was far from home, but I would come home every weekend. My mom was complaining, you always coming home. It's always to stay where you, because I had my house, I had my apartment, I have everything. Even after my NYC, my boss, my HOD, she said that I should stay back, that she will employ me to be. I say, me, come and be teaching in this place. Though the place is a good place to teach, but they were not even paying me. Do you understand? I said, no, I'm not staying. And I left. I don't know how much they were going to pay me if I decided to work with them, but I didn't want to work there. So I left. So I did not plan to come to China. I didn't plan to travel abroad. But there's a way God works. When the time come, He just start making your mind, like He just start changing your mind about some things. And I also feel like God also prepared people for me here, because when I came here, the kind of countrymates I had, she was such a good person and she was really there for me. And sometimes I think to myself that, oh my God, I was taking this person that was my countrymate for granted. That when she finally graduated and I met other people, and I was like, Jesus, this my countrymate was like an angel. Do you understand? So sometimes you need to just be prayerful and just pray to God to give you like good people when you are living, because these good people, I know I've been saying too much, but you will never understand the importance of the right people in your life, especially when you travel abroad. And the way I pray in this country, I've never prayed like that in Nigeria. I used to think that, okay, I'm a prayer person in Nigeria. It's a lie. Do you know the problems you face outside your country will push you to pray? So that's another thing that you need to understand. You need to be really, really prayerful. So talking about like CSC, it covers like tuition fee, covers stipends, accommodation, and also you have the ability. I think another beautiful thing about CSC and the scholarship is that you're going to be meeting a lot of people from different part of the world. Different part of the world. I've been able to make a lot of friends that I never ever thought in my lifetime that I'll be able to make. Even Chinese, do you understand, Chinese friends. So I'll just give you advice. Please try to choose the right university, choose the right program, and also prepare your documents and apply on time. A lot of you guys have not submitted your application. Some of you have not even said applying, and I don't even know when you want to submit because some of us that we are applying for students, we already submitted since last year, October. Yes, some of the students. That's why you see me, I'm just chill. Since last year, October, some of something for them. So if you have not applied, you have not submitted, you've not done all those things, I don't know how to advise you again, because I'm just tired of talking about it over and over, that please apply on time, please do your application on time. I don't know how to help you, but I'll just keep telling you, please apply on time. Very, very important. Also, and I feel like I don't know how CS is gonna be this year. I know that they're gonna pick less students, but I will just advise you, please also apply for the university scholarship. If you check the universities, so many universities, you see that they also have another scholarship, which might be like the university scholarship called like maybe provincial scholarship. It may not be so much. Let me just tell you, it's not gonna even be a lot, but it's something. Do you understand? So just go for it also. And also another thing that I feel like they'll be requesting more, maybe people who are into research, PhD students and everything, they're going to be looking into all those things. So please, so many people did not get scholarship last year and 2 years ago, and I will not want to like say it's because they are not good enough, but so many of them is because they did not finish the application, and sometimes they will even email you asking you some things and you won't even respond. So please and please, applying late is a no-no this year. Don't try it. apply on time, and avoid every mistakes in your application. Please, everything they tell you to do, do. If they tell you that you need to go and go to the court and do all those attestation things that they used to tell students to do, please go and do it, because it just makes your document be authentic, right? So try to authenticate all your documents. Anyone that you have not done, please authenticate them and upload. Do not just submit anyhow documents this time. Do not just submit anyhow documents like the way you guys have been submitting, because this year is different. And those of you who apply for CS, you need to understand now they're going to be requesting above 75%. It's not the way before people with 60% can just apply and get, but from now on it's going to be above 75%. So you just calculate. I know that in Nigeria, the way we do our whole GP, for those people that did bachelor's, maybe you may not know that your own is around that percent. Just calculate it and know if your own is not up to 75%, don't even suffer yourself and apply for CSC. Just go for that scholarship or go for Chinese language and come to China. That's the best advice I would give to you. Things are getting tougher, let's not lie. Two countries that I can proudly tell you that scholarship is like water: China and USA. I don't know about other countries, but these two countries, I tell you, even in difficult times, they will never abandon you. China and USA, they have money. China has money. Forget all these things that they are doing. Oh, you cannot work this. They have money. Let me just say, because they are the ones what they are selling. All the things that Nigerians are selling in Nigeria is from China. The only thing that I feel like a lot of people don't know is that people just change the names, but it's still from all the things that you guys are using in Nigeria is from China, because I mean they're just world hub when it comes to like production. That's all I would say. I have worked in a company that they were the ones producing printers, and I can tell you for a fact, in short, they do not even need international. There are people buying from them. Over 1.4 billion people exams in Chinese or English. Yes, you have to take Chinese exam, but this is not compulsory. If your major is English taught, this exam is after you graduate. Do you understand? And it's just HSK 3. For those of you that are doing Chinese major, then you have to take HSK 5. That's what I think. But those of you that are just like English taught, is HSK 3. So you're not even like, okay, HSK 3 will be hard though for you guys. You need to prepare yourself, okay? So let's talk about Ormah Travels. You guys already know our vision is just to provide opportunities, provide comforts and convenience. Okay, opportunities mean like all the kind of opportunities you can find in China. We just want to provide this for you. Talking about scholarship opportunity, talking about work opportunity, talking about business opportunity. Literally, that's what we do here. So when we talking about CSC scholarship, I'm not just someone that just only come and give you guys information about CSC or scholarship. I help a lot of students behind the scene to get scholarships in China. Also, I help a lot of students to help them like get work. I might not like get you the job, but I will just tell you what to do, coach you on how to actually get a job, because I have experience. I've worked in 2 places already in China. What am I saying? 3 places already in China. And I just graduated 2023. Do you understand? I just graduated 2023, and I think that one of the things that helped me to be able to get a job in China was the ability not to think the way other internationals were thinking. There was already this rumor that was going around, oh, it's not easy to get a job in China, oh, there are not jobs in China. Me, I don't think like that. I don't care about what other people are thinking or saying. I think differently. Do you understand? So I think for me, I already had the message that I can get a job, I can get opportunity. I don't care what anybody was saying. So before I even graduated, I already got a PhD offer. I already got a job. Do you understand? And then I was not even confused. I did not even know the one to pick. But one thing that I feel like I didn't do was I did not prepare myself. And I think that that's the thing. I always make that mistake. It's not just about getting an opportunity or getting an offer. you need to prepare yourself for that opportunity that you want, or that offer you need, that you want to get. So I think a lot of us, we think that the only thing that we need is to get an offer, to get opportunity, but are never prepared. That's why I'm talking about CSC. People think, ah, it's not just apply. You are not prepared. You don't know everything about CSC. Even getting a job in China, you don't know everything about getting a job in China. You don't know the hardship you even gonna face when you're working in a Chinese company. So these are things that people just feel like, ah, I don't know how to speak Chinese. How will I do? Who told you they're looking for Chinese speakers? There are a lot of companies, a lot of jobs that are looking for people who can speak English. The only thing is your personality. And if you don't have a problem working with colleagues that you don't know what they are saying, because even themselves they want to learn English. I mean, when I was those Chinese people, they like to coming around me, and that's the thing. I was always tired because I had to be talking, because they want to come and practice their English. They want to improve their English. So that's what internationals don't know. They think that, oh, because they cannot speak Chinese, that they cannot get jobs, and I think that's very that's a lie. That's not true. So yeah, and talking about like business this year, I think one person for business, get business visa. So if you are planning to come to China with business, this is something that we also do in China. Do you know that? Do you know that you can actually start up your own business in China? I don't know if you don't know, but yes, I'm here to tell you. So there are so many things. So when it comes opportunities, comfort. That's talking about products, which is the product I showed you guys. We are now selling different kinds of traveling products, helping you to buy your things home and abroad, whatever you want. We're actually doing this. Even just giving you contact. Some of you don't even want to come to China, but you just want contacts of some of those companies so that you want to start your business. We do this. We get you the contact. We travel all the way to Guangzhou to actually source for goods for you, source for the products that you need, and then we'll send it to you. This is something that we also do. So yeah, and also if you now say, okay, you just need the contact, we only get you contact and that's it. We can always provide this for you. And that's it. Even tour, oh my god, how can I forget the best of the best? This year we are touring to so many places, not just in China, also outside China, okay? But we're starting with Harbin and Guizhou. This is because this is one of the best popular plays that's accepted worldwide. If you know the billions that is put into building Harbin, you will not take this place for granted. These places we are taking you to. So like in Harbin, there are actually amazing places there you can go visit. Guizhou, there are places that you can go visit. So if you are willing to tour to this place, you can always message me and we'll tell you the price for touring to this place, because we have to get your visa, we have to get your visiting visa and plan everything, and we'll just tell you guys this price is very affordable, so it's something that you can always afford. Okay, so if you also need this, please message and email. Okay, so that's it. I feel like my motivation to you is that if you have ever dreamed of studying abroad, if you have ever dreamed of studying abroad, do not let your fear hold you back. Okay, you can always visit our website ormahtravels.com. You can read information about our charges there, and the only thing you are paying is deposit. After we get you your offer, fine, you can pay the complete money. If you have any question, please leave it down in this video. I will always answer. I prefer if you ask your questions in the video that you watched, because that way I can just answer your questions. If you now come, some of you come and you feel like you're very smart, you can get my contact from my Instagram Ormah Travels business page. You now come ask me questions. I'll just direct you that come pay for consultation. Ask them now. Those of them that will come ask me question on my WhatsApp, because my WhatsApp is for business. If you know you are not ready to pay for or you're not ready to pay for the scholarship application, do not ask me questions about CSE directly. Just ask me the question you want to ask on the video. That way I will just understand, okay, this is the question, this is the video I talked about. Then I can be able to answer your questions. I think that this is fair and this is better. And there are a lot of videos talking about scholarship application, CSE. Those of you that say I don't have the money, I have done those times that I was in my masters. I was in my jobless season because there was just that period, after your masters, after you've passed all your courses and your thesis, I was just free. So I was doing a lot of videos those times. I've done so many videos talking about CSC, talking about scholarship opportunities in China. Any question you want to even ask me, you just type your question and put Ormah on YouTube. You'll see so many videos that'll come out talking about some of these things. And if you ask me a question on the live video, okay, I want to know, please ask your question again because the live video just show the question and remove it. And so yeah, if I was doing the live video on a streaming app, then I can see your questions, answer your questions. That I do that only when I'm doing like a Q&A one-on-one. But these days I don't shoot videos on streaming app. I just shoot my videos directly on my phone. It's just easier for me, to be honest. It's easier and better for me. So please, I'm sorry if I wasn't able to answer your question. I'm seeing all your questions, but I'm not able to see them because before I read them, it will just disappear. So please just leave your question in the video. I'll come back and then I'll answer them for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's time for me to go and rest. I will see you guys in another video. Thank you all for supporting me, and you guys have always been there for me. That's why I'll never leave YouTube. See, other platforms are growing. Let me just tell people, YouTube people don't want to subscribe. Other platforms are growing, but it's just something about YouTube. I don't know how to explain it. I just love being here. There is no reason, but I love you guys so much, and I'll always come back for you guys no matter where I am in this life. I always come back for you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me, for everything that you people do. I do appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I mean it so much. Thank you. And I pray that this year that God will open your eyes to different opportunities, to different blessings, and different things that He has for you. I also pray that God will make sure that all the things that you're asking Him for to come to pass, because I want you guys to do great. If you guys are doing great, I think I am doing great. I remember someone who called me on WeChat. I didn't even know. She said that she has gotten scholarship from watching my videos. She says since 2020. I'm like, was I doing 2020 or 2021? I was so shocked. I was so surprised. But she said, yeah, that she was watching my video around that time. And to be honest, I didn't even know much around that time. To tell you guys, I was just like talking. And she said that she was able to get scholarship and she's in China. She was even trying to get a better scholarship. And I'm like, sister, manage the one you have. Manage the one you have before you start looking for another one. Anyways, I'll see people in my next video. Don't worry. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Keep applying. You will get. Okay? Bye.